What's up, everyone? Back out here, pretty nice Sunday. Getting some shop car work done, getting it ready for paint hopefully next weekend. We were going to do it this weekend, but kind of decided that we wanted to get everything wrapped up totally before we send it to paint, just because it's going to suck if we get it done and then, you know, paint the outside car, paint the chassis, and then we have to grind some of the chassis paint off to add tabs, which I'm kind of suspecting we will. At least maybe after the car's running, we'll find some stuff that we'd like to add and whatnot, but we're hoping to get most of that done. I think Mark was working on getting all the little dents sanded out with Bondo, which this car's pretty straight, but there's a few spots, so we've had to, you know, build it up a little bit and sand it down. So there's just been a few dents that are, you know, we'd like to keep looking nice. This, like, quarters and the roof, they're gonna be with the car forever, but stuff like the door, we added some here that needs sanded down. There's a dent right there, but the doors are coming off eventually for fiberglass doors, so we're not too concerned with the doors, how they fit and whatnot. But like the front end, quarters, roof, all that, we're trying to make it as nice as we can. So today I got the drive shaft loop. It's in there, so now Mark's gonna come through and tin all this. Hopefully this week, you know, we can get it tinned up and ready to go. So I got that fit in there, and then right now I'm working on mounting the hood, just so we can paint the hood as a complete hole, and we can drill all the holes for the Zeus's and stuff. So when you have a painted product and then you go and drill it, you'll get the edge of the fiberglass, so you can see the edge of the fiberglass. So we're trying to avoid that, so I'm gonna get this mounted real quick. Hopefully it goes by relatively quick, but we're just using some Motion Raceworks Zeus rails. Pretty nice. They're anodized black, so they look good. I'm probably just gonna Cleco these in there and then take them out when we paint. So I'll let you guys follow along. Hoping to get that done, and then I need to mount the Mac valves up front somewhere. It's a little tough because we don't have everything up here. So the other night I mounted the scavenge pump over here. I looked back at pictures where the hot side is and where the radiator, and we were fine on that. Mac valves might go up on that rail, that two front support bar. It's probably the best spot for it. It's real close to the turbo and the wastegates, and the blow-off valve will be over there too. So all of those are kind of in the same region. So I'm gonna try and put all of the, so we don't have tons of lines running everywhere, but so once again, these are from Motion Raceworks, and I got their mounting bracket. So I'm gonna get that mounted up today. Hopefully knock out a lot of the little stuff that is time consuming, but hoping to get it, hoping to get most of those little things wrapped up, and then this week we can come through and finish out the big stuff. So I'll let you guys follow along. I'm gonna get this hood mounted, and then take it back off, take the front end back off, and just keep rocking on with other stuff. All right, as you can tell, that took a long time. That probably took 2-ish hours just to get it somewhat fit. Obviously, these body lines are not even close to fitting. This one's okay, but there's a gap up underneath here, so I'm gonna have to put the Zeus's in to get to close that gap up some. And then this body line is basically non-existent. This does not flow with this, so probably have to sand some out of this to get it to match up, which kind of sucks, but these body lines are okay. As you can tell, I don't know if you guys can see where the cut line is, so if I cut it to that, I would have a massive gap here, so glad I didn't cut to that. This still needs trimmed. I'm gonna have to add a tab. It's probably right here to keep the cow from doing weird stuff, but it's mostly on there. I'm gonna keep working on it a little bit longer just to get some Zeus's in there. That way it can be, you know, bolted on, and then I can really see where I need to start adding some supports to it, specifically up underneath, like I said, those Zeus's. So I'm going to grab a bite to eat and then get back on this. So got the hood kind of fit pretty well, like I said before. Right now I'm going to be drilling the holes for the Zeus's, so I had to go ahead and mark out where the holes are, and we like to use kind of a different technique, I guess. So we kind of find the hole and then use like a burr bit or like a carbide bit, and we just slowly work the hole out, and that gets us the perfect size for this Zeus to drop in. Because I don't have a Zeus here, but the Zeus hole is almost the size of this, so if you work it out to that hole size, it fits this almost perfectly. All it needs is a little bit of a chamfer for that radius right there, and then it's pretty much perfect fit, and it takes no time at all, and you can't really mess it up. So it's usually what we like to try and do, but I got it all on there right where I want it. Obviously this hood's going to move around a little bit depending on who fits it, I guess. Once it's done and painted, once you're at the track, you know, whoever puts it on is how this is going to fit, because with the Zeus's you don't have a perfect fit. So you know, as long as this fits decent, we can always touch it up a little later, but it's good enough for right now. And I can go ahead and drill the holes, and then I'm gonna go ahead and block sand these edges. The small sanding pad that I was using down there, it works pretty good, but it's only a 6-inch or a 5-inch pad, so it can start to follow the contours of your jagged edges that you get. So I'm gonna go ahead and use a block sander and get those perfectly straight, and then be pretty much done. I'm gonna add a Zeus tab like right here, I think. That way it holds the cowl down, and then you don't have any weird you know, try to lift up and do anything sketchy. So I will keep you guys updated, and we'll go from there. Pretty late out here. It's like 10 o'clock on a Friday night. Headed to paint tomorrow, so we are trying to wrap up everything we need on the body. Mark's over there finishing up some welding. So the plan is to paint everything, including the chassis, in the primer, and then paint the outside with our body color and leave the inside as a primer. We still have a little bit of tin work to do, a few tabs to put in places, but so we didn't want to go ahead and paint the middle, you know, the whole chassis of the car. That way we can go back and, you know, sand off a little primer and weld on what we need. That way we can get started on other stuff, like, so basically the front firewall, forward wall will be body color, K-member will be body color. So everything we needed for here is all done, but everything from the firewall back, excluding the body, will be just like a gloss black. So that way this looks complete up here. We can actually start on assembling stuff and getting it getting ready for final assembly. So that way we can the body will be out of the way and done. So kind of a late night scramble, trying to get every little last bit done. A lot of body work. Mark stayed late and did it this week. I still have a little bit to touch up, right where the old hole was for the chute mount, so I have a little bit of Bondo there to sand out, but everything else on the rear bumper is done. The front clip is sanded, at least the front is sanded, the hood is not. We didn't know how the paint was going to stick to the gel coat that's on there, so Mark went ahead and sanded everything. Might go ahead and do that on the hood also tonight or tomorrow morning. I don't know how well it sticks on there, so I think Mark's about done. He's wrapping up the scallop strips now. I just put the front suspension back on so we can roll it. Trailer's hooked up, so we're almost ready.
Here. Lots of welding.
So yeah, we just had a bunch of leftover extra welding to do. Yeah, been kind of a hectic week. I know I haven't kept up with the, you know, videos and stuff. It's just been absolutely insane here. I'll kind of go do a shop walkthrough probably Monday. I tried to get it today, but yesterday and today I was not even capable of filming anything because I was just running around and going to meetings and stuff like that. So Monday I'll go ahead and do that for you guys. Other than that, we don't really have a ton of extra parts. We got out a bunch of parts because we were mocking up stuff. One of the parts we did get, I guess we did get a few parts. So don't mind the computer, that's for our office position. But we did get our transmission back from Tom, and kind of our whole setup now is it's a 169 first gear, dump valves, put a new pump in it, new clutch pack, I believe. I'm not a transmission person, so he would be able to tell you what's in it, but I wanted something that's going to work for us for a long time and not have to constantly go through. Let's see. Jared at Maven sent us these, which is kind of a funny story. He told us he had these. They are blems that he sent us. So these are, I mean, I do see what he was talking about now on the sides, but these are pretty nice, and he just sent them over. So huge shout out to Jared at Maven. If you guys need any turbo mounts or coil mounts, definitely hit him up. So don't mind my buck. Did get a dash. Went with the basic version, the non-fancy, non-$2,000 one. So it's just the 7-inch, not the Pro Dash, just the regular non-touchscreen. So that's all we need. We don't need to do anything fancy. Let's see. I got some coils from Matt Bell up at Redline. I would show you that, but they are boxed up. Kind of a cool one. This one we got the other day. So I've been talking about this one. It's the ECU Master PMU 16 as I drop it. That's good for it. Let me try to do this one-handed. So yeah, this is the PMU 16. So this is our whole relay board. So this will do everything that a relay board will do and more. So this will power, you know, turn signals, water pump, all of that, just in this module. So all you gotta do is hook up power to it and you get all of your outputs. Really, really cool. It's about the fanciest thing that I've ever had on a car. Actually, it is the fanciest thing I've had on the car. So really cool stuff. We're just trying a bunch of different stuff to see what works. Like I said, this car's kind of a test bed for you guys, the customers. So we wanted something that we could constantly test parts on and be pretty competitive where we race. So we're gonna get back to it. I'll probably pick you guys back up in the morning. Probably be an early morning. Supposed to be at the body shop at 8 o'clock. So probably load up in the morning and head that way.